Welcome to a new Pinky's Travel Adventures, and this one is in Albany, and we've come out to Emu Beach, Big Four, to set up for a couple of days so we can explore all the wonders of Albany. So this morning we're heading off to the Anzac Museum Memorial, and we'll show you what we get up to there.
Beautiful, isn't it?
So this is the Rotary lookout over King George Sound, and it's a glorious morning. It's quite spectacular.
Very, very spectacular. I thought it was supposed to be in a thunderstorm on that.
First stop today is the National Anzac Centre up on the hill, overlooking King George Harbour, and I think that's called Princess Harbour, the inside one.
Dedicated to the memory of those men and women of the world's merchant navies, to those whose lives were lost in peace and war, and whose only grave is the sea. How sad is that?
A big gun on a swivel, torpedoes, it's another big gun. That's a 50 cal, another turret gun. Look at this one.
Yeah.
This symbolic torpedo was presented by the United States Navy to the town of Albany, recording the role played by King George Sound in the Submarine War 1941 to 45, and honouring those Americans who died in hostile action at sea. This is a bit of the display, which has a bit of light. All the rest of it's pretty dark, so we can't see it, can't video it, but quite amazing sculpture of the man and his horse. But the view out of these windows is just magnificent. So that's the straight bit that joins the two harbours, King George Harbour and Princess to the right. Oh well, we finished our tour through there. It was just stunning, wasn't it?
Oh, it was amazing.
I like I really like this. They give you a particular character, they give you a card, and you can sit it on a machine, and it tells you a story about what they're doing, or looking through their file, their service file.
Yep, mine was Major General Sir Joseph Talbot Hobbs,
which is one of the big wigs.
Yeah, and I think there was 39 cards. She said that they
different
had.
types, yeah.
Different types that you could place your card on there and listen to their story, which was really good. Oh, it come out and it's as bright as.
Yeah,
it's so dark in there.
Get my eyes adjusted.
Yeah.
So I'll go over to the store and have a look.
Yeah.
So this is the area here, and that's the Fort store over there. And there's a little cafe there. Gardens, memorial, lovely place. This is the guardhouse, where they put people who were unruly. This is one of the cells. So looking down the avenue back to the car park and the memorial area, Anzac Memorial. So this is called the Walk, I think. Coastal defences. Oh, it's fenced area in there. And this is the what they call the convoy lookout. So the first convoy, they gathered, all the ships were gathered in this in King George Bay. This is King George Sound, where the ships that sailed to World War I left. They all gathered here, most of them. And that's where we're staying, out at Emu Point. And then we come around to the township of Albany, which is tucked in there behind this hill. Princess Royal Fortress. Construction of Princess Royal Fortress funded by the Australian colonies except Tasmania, while the British government supplied the armaments. Construction commenced in 1891 and was completed in 1892. So we're just going down some steps to a bunker in the side of the hill. Wow, look at this. This would have taken an immense amount of work. Shelving. I don't know how they got this path.
Oh goodness me, so how did they get through all the bricks?
Through all the rock. Gun fortifications. Oh, so there's a gun emplacement. Boom. So this was put in before the war to protect Princess Harbour. No words to say. Lots of little rooms off here. Oh, shells. Coastal gun emplacements. Albany defences. 6-inch gun on Mount Adelaide. And they could protect King George Sound and Princess Royal Harbour. Gun crew. The imminence of war between England and Russia has awakened a sense of extreme security. For memorial, so that was in 1885. Magazines. And what a round breech block. Full charge. Projectile. There's a lower level. Oh, it's hoists.
Ammunition down there.
Yeah.
Oh, so well done. See?
Oh, there's a diagram there.
Yeah. I can see the construction. These only survived.
Because that's the only thing that's brick.
Oh.
The rest of us have weatherboard and iron, actually built in 1893.
Look at the workmanship in that brickwork.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it was used in the Second World War to house, it housed the sergeants and was last used as a hospital. And this was the married officers' quarters, is that right?
Yes.
So we think there are 3 houses or 4 little apartments there. Yeah, 2 chimneys at each end and one in the middle that did 2 to flats. Well, this morning we've come out to visit the whaling station. There are 2 busloads of people. One busload just arrived and one busload's been here a while. So we'll walk a bit faster, we might make it before the bus goes. So we're at the Hilda Hocta collection, which officially opened in January 2015. So all these shells were hers. Unbelievable. Look at the different varieties of the same shell. What an amazing. Yeah. Wow, so many different sorts. There's some more.
Wow, they're perfect.
Yeah, they're good, really good specimens, aren't they?
Absolutely perfect.
I've never seen a shell as perfect.
Perfectly. Look at them all.
They're amazing. Look at the carries.
Perfect shells.
So we're going to do step 1, which is to look at the whaling boat. And apparently there's a guy on board today who used to sail on her.
What's his name? Simon?
That's a big boat, isn't it? Origin in Norway, 1948. Shines 4. So she was home here. Not designed for tourism. Surfaces are uneven, dangerous in weather. Walk, don't run.
Mind your head.
Oh, you're going to walk inside first, are you?
Why not? Go around the top.
You're right, so you don't have to duck your head.
I know. Which is the best way to go?
One day there'd be a whale not a whale in sight, and others there would be 23.
There's a navigator's room. Wow, look at the leg.
Lean of the table.
Yeah, what's the go with that? There's nothing really.
Spring room.
Like, you can go down depth. Do you want to go down? Except there's no rope down here. Wow, they've even got explosives. Wow, look at
What we got?
well,
It's ropes room.
ropes room and goodness me, I don't know what that is over there. But I suppose the engine was down underneath.
Yeah, underneath us. Look at the tools. Cool room and freezer.
Oh wow! Oh, we're in the freezer.
Load weights. Wow. Mm.
Wow, look at this. This is exciting. Oh, it's a tractor wheel. Look.
Yep, takes you down to the engine room underneath. That's the compressor. Bridge compressor. Oh, this is the first mate's room.
Came to a whale which had their company.
So this is upstairs. Captain's quarters. What's this one? It's the head.
What happened left?
You've lost him.
You keep going down to get out.
Second mate. They got. It's interesting. They got boards to keep him in the bed.
Well, you have to because you're on a ship.
The last captain. Captain has a lounge.
Mm. Oh, so this would be the whole captain's quarters. So, oh, we're going up again?
There's a-
Or you want to go out? Let's go out. Oh. Okay.
So they let the last captain bring her to here, sail it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Where's the what?
Engine room. So we've missed the engine room. We have to go back down in there and have a look.
Another door.
Well, they're not very...
They're not very big. That's the steering. So we're at the stern, looking back towards the, oh, it's emergency steering. Wow, it's all fed by cogs. Amazing. Go down.
Face the ladder.
Face the ladder. Face the ladder.
You're supposed to face the ladder.
Yeah. Oh, this must be more quarters.
Sonar
Oh.
operator. Oh, sonar operator. You're the one who picked up the whales.
Yeah.
Engine room.
Oh, this is the steering, the rudder.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Steam assisted rudder. The rudder allowed the ships to turn. It operates the principle of unequal water pressures. And the rudder is turned so that one side is more exposed to the force of the water flowing past it, and the other side, the stern, will be thrust that way. Let's just go along here a bit further.
Third engineer. Chief engineer. Oh, look at this room. Oh, goodness me, scared the life out of me.
Oh, it's a person in the bed.
That scared me, dude.
So he has a room just as big as the captain's,
Yeah.
except for the captain has the other table.
He has the lounge. Oh, that was fun. Second engineer. Oh, he's got a big room.
Second engineer.
Oh, no, not really. They're looking at. Oh.
Mind your head, there's the dunny. There we go.
I'm not allowed to go down there.
The engine room.
This is just...
Too bad the engine room, a crew was 8 hours a day with 4 hours on, 4 hours off, 6 days a week for 9 to 10 months of the year. Hard, unpredictable. Down below, the engineers and firemen will make sure the ship was ready for action. Full steam ahead or there she blows. The chief engineer will man the foredeck steam winch attached to the forerunner. The rope attached to the harpoon with a winch and winch the whale alongside the ship. Chasers will then continue on and pick late afternoon, return to pick up the whales, threading a steel wire through the tail hole. A catcher could tow up to 12 whales back to the station where they would tie them to a buoy offshore.
Oh, so they didn't bring them on board the ship.
No,
them.
towed them back to bay, tacked them back to harbour. Mind your head. Air blower.
Wow.
Steam. So they used a lot of steam boilers.
So they didn't have to actually... Oh, we're back on where we were.
Yeah. Go out now. So this is up the front. Oh, that's where they shoot them from. Wow, look at the ropes.
Yeah.
That's the winch.
Wow.
Look out. Harpoon gun. Oh, look at this walk. This here. This is the lookouts spot. Well, what about the guy up here? Up there, in the crow's nest. Imagine the way how that'd move.
Oh.
These ones are a bit steeper.
Imagine trying to do that while the ships are moving.
So this is our last bit up the back. It's like a little deck, little landing. Yeah. Oh, it's windy this side. Filtered whale oil from the factory was stored in these tanks. Once the oil had been processed from the blubber of the whales, it was stored in these tanks. Fitted with large heating coils, the oil was gently warmed to ensure it flowed easily through the narrow pipes into the awaiting ships bound for the refineries in UK and Europe. Whale oil was a remarkable substance. Many applications including cooking, wool, leather and textile manufacture. Steelworks as a specialty lubricant for fine grade machinery. In the 1970s it was considered to be the best oil available, hence its great value around the world. Oh, this is the boiler house. So yeah, there's a whale out there just playing around.
Isn't it?
It's amazing. And they've converted this.
Big. It's really long.
Yeah. They've converted this into this is an old tank.
You know what?
Museum.
Towards the end, with the realisation of the synthetics and that it wasn't necessary, it did become a little bit harder to justify the fact that even though it was quoted and there were serious regulations and checks, that you still couldn't justify it.
So all around the walls in here are stories of incidents and happenings in the life of the whaling first female fleecing contractor. The ship being sent out to save a tourist who had been swept off the natural bridge at nightfall. Lots of history. Some machinery collected around. Steam generators. Fuel oil pump. It's a big machine. Cutting up deck.
Wow.
So here I am at the whaling station on the cutting up deck, and there's a little island just out to sea, just out to shore, and there is a whale doing whale tail slaps out there. That's just bizarre, isn't it? So this was the deck where they dragged the whales in using the old crane there, dragged them in and cut them up, and they used to drop the bits of blubber down into there. This is a scrimshaw into whale teeth.
Oh wow. What? Look at that. No, it's not here. Where it's going. pretty sure it's known as a village. Wow.
So this is a whale jawbone, scrimshawed and etched, made 3D. The story of Moby Dick. And all the teeth have different sailing boats scrimshawed onto them. That is just amazing. And these are carvings, engravings made out of whale's teeth. Wow.
All the things they made out of it.
Oh look, they've made cups. Wow. That is just stunning. A chess set. Sperm whale, 11 metres. One of the last whales to be taken in 1978. There's some skeletons of some whales that have been washed up. There's a dolphin, a whale, common dolphin, false killer whale, pygmy sperm whale, found West Cape Howe Beach in 2013. And over this other side they have some preserves, crude oil, krill, humpback meat, barnacles, lice, a piece of blubber. And we have two skeletons here. This one has the baleen plates intact from a humpback whale. Found deceased at Albany Harbour, 2003. And this monster over here is a pygmy blue whale, beached in Albany Harbour in 1973. It's a smaller version of the blue whale. It's 23 metres long. Males are slightly smaller than the females. Main diet is krill and small fish. Have a go at how big that is. That washed up on the beach.
What?
That washed up on the beach.
Really?
Yeah, in 1973. Yep. Whales from the air.
Isn't that one of those skink things that they say
Yep,
they
he's
are?
a big boy, isn't he? Look at him.
Oh, look at this.
Welcome to Whales from the Air, where history takes flight.
Oh, it's a plane. Just a plane.
What do you mean, just a plane?
Well, it is. It's just a plane.
A Cessna 337 Super Skymaster. They've turned all the oil tanks into theatres.
Oh,
Oh, we haven't been into this one. What's in this one?
let's go on to this one.
Oh, that's a children's slippery dip. Playground and swings. Children's there and there's picnic tables over there. And we're heading back to the entry and the shop. So we've been to the whaling station.
Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it?
Such a lot of history here.
Oh, stacks and stacks of history.
And
Yep.
it's actually a whaling station. It was where they actually processed the whales and the tanks where they stored the oil and pumped it up on the ships to go to Europe and England.
And while we're standing there listening to them when they were actually like brought the whales up and how they killed, like they were already dead, but how they cut them all up and everything. And there's actually a whale out to see. You
Doing
could see
tail slaps.
two or actually, there was 2 whales out there, wasn't there?
Yep.
Well, that was amazing. And just as we came out, then there's another whale there.
Yeah, in a bit
So,
closer.
In a bit closer. So yeah, it was so glad they stopped whaling.
Yeah, and
It
interestingly,
was cruel.
they stopped in 1978.
Yeah.
And the reason they stopped, well, Australia was generating opposition to whaling, but it became an economic decision in the end, because they had to replace their boats. All the boats were getting old, and the equipment and wages and fuel, it just wasn't worth it anymore.
It wasn't viable for them to do it anymore. But
Yeah, so that's the end of the whaling station at Albany.
yeah, no, really good, really good. Yeah, and you got to go on the boat.
Yeah, the boat was interesting.
Yeah, the boat was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, yeah, cool.
So I've called in to see the blowholes at Blackhead. The blowhole's blowing today. There is no guarantee. These tips may help you decide to make the trek down 800 meters with 78 steps. Check out the swell. If you can see large, slow, unbroken waves passing over the ocean's surface, the swell is big and holes may be blowing. This is a nice path across the headland. Smell. Can you smell that?
It smells like bats, but I'm not sure what that
Yeah, I think it's
smells.
that bush. Oh, it's pathways going down and down to the top of the rocks. And we just saw it blow a minute ago. It might blow now. Tracy, come here.